Konami Studios.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the part of the show where we tell you that we're going to be reviewing a book based on a character who's only getting a book because they're coming to a movie. That's right, like the US Agent, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, and like Black Widow's got her own ongoing now, guess who also has a book? Taskmaster. And Taskmaster's book is surprisingly entertaining. Now, I went into this book with no expectations just because it's a Taskmaster book. What am I going to expect from it, you know? It's Taskmaster. But I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw. I think it did a lot of cool things with the character. It definitely feels like a satirical kind of book where it's like, oh, this character is just dumb and goofy. Let's just have fun with him. It's not trying to be like hardcore serious, and I really appreciate that aspect of it. It reminds me of something like, it's a weird analogy, but it just gives me like a Robot Chicken meets Archer kind of vibe. And by that I mean it's like, the jokes are fast-paced, the story still progresses in a natural way, and you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to probably expand into the larger Marvel Universe in some really interesting ways. We open up this book with some little narration from Taskmaster himself. He's just saying, like, I'm the best there is at what I do. And what I do is golf. And he's at a golf course, he's working for a guy, and he's fighting Bullseye on the golf course. And I just love this because it's like, this is kind of what I wanted. It's not taking itself seriously, which I enjoy, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if you have to beat somebody at a game, why not get a guy who has photogenic memory to play golf for you? I think that's a pretty cool idea. Taskmaster's just kind of sassy in this. He's like, you know, this skull costume's won me some awards. And he just starts harassing Bullseye. He's like, why don't you go kill Daredevil's girlfriend again and leave golfing to the pros? And they get into a little conversation. But as they're having the conversation, the man who hired Taskmaster gets shot and killed, and suddenly they all have to flee the scene, and Taskmaster's wondering, well, who could it be trying to kill us this time? And we don't find out for a while who it is, but we get a nice montage of Taskmaster in the in the golf cart, and he's just trying to drive away, and he's like, man, why couldn't they be after Bullseye? I'm just trying to play a game of golf here. He has memory of seeing Robbie Reyes driving, so now he's some speedster on the golf cart, and it's just kind of funny. He's going through a bunch of places, driving on the green. People are telling him to leave. This assassin is still chasing him. Goes to the archery range, and he's like, oh, good thing I remember I saw Hawkeye once. And he just pulls out the arrow, starts shooting. It's pretty fun. Like, it's just really campy, really cute, which is kind of what I want. Because they even say it in the book. Look at what Taskmaster's wearing. He's got a skull mask, pirate boots, and a giant cloak. Don't take it seriously. Of course, he's going to do some weird shit, and we're going to have to follow that. So he continues to drive away. We get a lot of him leaving. There's a lot of just fast energy in this book, and I think that's to the benefit of it, just because why do we need to go in depth or delve into like a deep story for Taskmaster? We don't. That is definitely not what this character needed, and I think it's perfect that we're not doing that. So he luckily escapes. Of course, he runs into somebody who's trying to help him, and it's Nick Fury Jr., if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the, if that's still the case. Is that why he looks like Sam Jackson now? Anyways, Nick Fury saves them. They get into the car and they're driving away, and we get some information that Maria Hill was murdered and Taskmaster was framed for it. Now, Fury doesn't believe that Taskmaster killed her, because why would he get in the car with Fury then? They start having a conversation what they're going to do to clear the name of Taskmaster. And they realize that the person who is hunting Taskmaster is none other than Black Widow. Because don't forget, guys, don't forget that this book exists because Black Widow will be coming to cinemas in May of 2021. Now, it's fine. Like, I get why you have Black Widow in here. Would I have preferred a different character? Maybe. Maybe just because I don't know. I get Black Widow. She's got the movie, but I'd prefer to see maybe a different kind of person. I don't know who I'd want, but it just could be different. So now he's like, oh shit, I could actually die from this. And he starts to wonder, why is Fury helping me here? Where are we going? They go to this old discarded bunker that has information from the old like Hammer days. You guys remember when Hammer was a thing that was operating in the comics? That was a weird time, wasn't it? But through the biometric stuff that's in the computer, they can prove that it wasn't Taskmaster that killed Maria Hill. And that this is probably a personal reason, and to find the evidence, we have to get into this computer, but we can't get in there without the signature from 3 separate people, and they all have to be in the same room at the same time, and the 3 of them have to do something for 30 seconds. And Taskmaster's like, okay, that's why you need me, because I'm the only person in the world who could potentially get this for you. So now I get it. Now I understand why we have a book. because maybe Maria Hill's dead. Maybe it's just a coup. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. At that same time, too, we meet the three people, and they are all from different walks of life. The first one being Phil Coulson, who's currently the director of the Squadron Supreme. I guess that's a thing. Okoye, who is the director of the Agents of Wakanda. Two characters that I believe appeared in the movies and now are making prominent roles in a tie-in book. That's kind of cool. Okay, I say tie-in book. What I mean is a book that exists because there's a movie coming out. And then we get Ami Han, who's the director of South Korea's NIS Tiger Division. Now, I don't know who that is, but maybe she'll appear somewhere else. I don't know. And Taskmaster's just like, oh, great. This is going to be a fun time for all of us. And it's just a cute book. Like I said at the beginning, don't take it seriously. Don't expect this to be some like grandiose thing with Taskmaster. It's just a nice little story where the guy's like, oh great, now I have to like solve this crime pretty much. And I think that's kind of cool. It's campy, and I hope it's going to get campier as we go further on down the book, because that's where this character shines and that's where he should be as we continue. So I liked it. I think it was pretty solid. There's some hits, there's some misses, but overall, nothing to complain about. So I am going to give Taskmaster issue 1 a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.